Hello and good morning. Thank you for tuning in. You are tuned in to The Encourager, and my name is Nehru. A happy Sunday to you. It is 3/31, the last day of the third month in the current calendar, but it is the last day of the first year in the original calendar. Okay, March is the first month of the original calendar, not January, right? So, all right. Hope you're doing well again today. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. And let's get going on our angel numbers today. Okay. Hope you slept well. I turned to 468. We won't use the number, but I turned to 468, and it says renew yourself. Every day, every moment is a chance to start anew. And that is so true, right? And so Paul said, the Apostle Paul, said that he dies daily, right? And he may not be the only one who said it, but in between the Genesis to Revelation raped Bible that we carry, we read that there, right? So I die daily for sure. Each and every day we wake up, life presents new challenges. Some of them are great, some of them are not so great. In regards to what they present to us. All of them are great opportunities, but the way that we view them may not be great. Okay, so again, man views things as good and bad, when the truth is life is always happening for us. So if we view it that way, I had to change my own thought processes as far as this is concerned. I had to, through my awakening and dark night of the soul, change my view to life happening for us, even though I was already a highly, highly, highly optimistic person. Anyone you talk to, they will tell you that the glass was always half full with me and it was being filled. I am an extremely optimistic person. But I lived 46 years and 9 months under the same false pretenses that you did or you are, and that is the 3D matrix, at least in part. Okay, and I do still, but only in the fleshly form. I don't. All that I do today is based on my spiritual walk. It's 9:09 on the clock, on the actual clock, 9:09 a.m. Okay. All that I do today is based on my spiritual walk. Okay. So how I eat, what I eat, even when I eat, it's all based on spirituality and how I'm feeling. When I eat, if I don't eat, I may go times without eating, days. It's all spirituality. And for you too, right? Fasting or whatever you might do. I don't like fasting because that sounds religious. But clearing your chakra, your energy, cleansing your space, activating your energy, your chakras, your manifesting powers, and all those sorts of things, right? So life presents opportunities every day for us to do that. Okay? So, again, regardless of how those things may look on the surface, okay? So, let's get going, and let's start towards the beginning of the book. Oh, by the way, for those of you who are tuning in maybe recently, this is the book that I am using, and it is by this author. And so, let's go ahead and get going. Excuse me, some burps there. I haven't even drank or eaten anything today. Just confirmation burps. It's time to get going. All right, so let's do left page, lower right. Be reliable. It's a 969. So this is obviously the last day of March. So 36 could be 63. You could be born on June 3rd. You could have been born in 63. Okay. Prove yourself through challenges. I did each and every day. Your world is increasingly filled with hello, most high. Hello, ancestors. Hello, angelics. Thank you. Right? If we were more locked in, I'd have to ascend right here where I am. If I was any more locked in. If we were any more locked in, Most High, I'd have to just ascend and my flesh would have to fall to the ground right now. We are that locked in. Your world is increasingly filled with challenges, all of which are here to serve your highest good. It's a good opportunity to demonstrate reliability. Today, reflect on what it means to be reliable and write a list of ways you are currently doing this, as well as places in your life where you could work on this. So being reliable. You guys have often heard me say that I see everything as a mission. Everything is a mission to me. Everything, right? If I'm going to the store, I walk with a purpose. I am on a mission. If I'm shopping, I walk with a purpose, right? Whenever I would go to the store with the woman who I believe birthed me, her name is Judy. She's 4'11", 4 feet, 11 inches tall. Yes, she's the reason why I'm not 6'4" today. If she is my true mother, I blame her for that. And that's sarcastically. I'd always wanted to be 6'4". I think like that's like the ideal height for a man. Like I think when Most High created Adam, he created him and he was 6'4". I think that. So anyway, she has very obviously shorter legs than I do, and I don't know if I walked like this before the military. But since the military, you march and you have a fairly good stride when you're walking. And so my pace, people have told me that I walk faster than most people. Like I just generally, just walking down the sidewalk, my stride, I just take faster or longer strides. I don't know if they're faster or longer. I don't know. Right. And so, and not even just with her, because she's 4'11", but even with those who are 5 something or whatever, I take longer strides, right, when I walk. So, also I need to get to our song this morning. So being reliable, again, if you ask me to go put gas in your car, to me, that is a mission. You are giving me a responsibility and a job to do, and I take that bitch seriously. I really, really, really do, right? At the Rock, Steve would ask me, there have been times that Steve asked me to go put gas in his truck or go pick something up or something like that. He's the senior minister at the Rock, where I spent 20 years before I got out of religion. And that was a mission to me. Anytime he would ask me to do something, it was a mission to me, right? Sir, yes, sir. And I've always been that way. That's how I am. Okay, that's just how I am. That's how I am with Most High. Most High gives me a mission, gives me a job. It's sir, yes, sir, right? And that's why I said the other day when we read about challenges or failing the tests or something like that. And I was like, all I want is just for the universe to bring the fucking opportunities to me because I'm going to blast the bitch out of the park, right? That's why I talk like that, because I know exactly who I am. I know the power within me, and I hope you do too. Know the power within you and the veracity. I'm thinking veracity. Let me look that word up. Veracity. Veracity. Not velocity. That's what's found in oil. Veracity. Okay. Veracity is defined by the Urban Dictionary as the ravenous spirit of consumption. Veracity. Okay. Let me find another definition here. Let's see. Okay. Okay. The insatiable word nerds among us will appreciate veracity, a word used to refer to both literal and figurative appetites that simply cannot be quelled. Veracity comes to us via Middle French. That's, I guess, its original meaning. Latin word, veratus. I'm sorry, that's not right. Veracitas, which itself comes from the combining of vorax and voracious. Okay? And so, Let's get to a better definition of the word. If we can do that here, Webster has all this kind of doesn't do a very good job of giving a definition there. So let me find something else. The quality or state of being voracious. Okay, so let's look up what voracious means. Having a very eager approach to an activity. Okay, right? And again, I knew what it meant. But I like to find the definitions, especially in communicating, just for transparency and clarity. Okay, so voracious, right? Very eager approach to an activity. Okay, so hopefully you are voracious about your purpose, about the reasons for which you are birthed here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to our, we need to do our song. We'll do our song at the end. And so let's get going with our next angel number, shall we? All right, let's get going here. Right. Next angel number, let's do right page, lower left. Look closer, 617. That is a 23. That is August 16th. That is August. That is July 16th. That it could be July of 61. That could be June 17th, right? So, look closer. The details matter. There are specific details in your life that have gone unnoticed for too long. It's time to gather your awareness and pay them the attention they deserve. Consider a situation you are dealing with presently and spend time on it in detail today. Observe things you otherwise would have missed. Look closer. The details matter. Okay. And yeah, so they say the devil is in the details, but the truth of the matter is Most High is in the details. The specifics are in the details. The intricacy is in the details. Yeah. And yes, the devil is too, right? So the embezzlement is in the details. The fraud is in the details. The stealing of an inheritance is in the details. You have to look into the details. FBI, CIA, private investigators, you have to look into the details, right? So yes, the devil, they say, is in the details, but so is the truth. All right, so let's go ahead and get to our next angel number again. That was number 617. Okay. All right, so let's go. Let's see. Next angel number. Let's go with the left page again, and let's do lower left. Give energy. Help a worthy cause. 197. There is, help a worthy cause, yes. There is a pull within you to give your energy towards a greater good, the greater good. You are being called to assist with other like-minded soul. Oh no, I skipped something. You are being called to assist with needed change by joining your voice with other like-minded souls. Take up a cause today close to your heart and think of ways to add your energy to it. Okay, so I am in the midst of calling in my soul tribe wherever they are. Today I walk alone, one day I won't, but I'm in the midst of attracting, drawing in, calling in my soul tribe. They are also calling out to me, drawing me into them, whoever they are, wherever they are, blah, 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 right? These are people to collaborate with, people to build with, safe places, meaning their spirits, their hearts, their souls, their minds, their pockets, like they're innocent and they're genuine and they're pure and they're right. Those individuals here on this planet, the other collective members that I'm to be joined to. So they're coming towards me. I am also at the same time moving towards them. Okay. So I look forward to doing whatever business ventures and all of that sort of thing that we're going to do. Truly, I look forward to sharing some things with you. I will never share all things with you. And I look forward to hearing the things that you choose to share with me. 15:15 on the clock, on the video timer. So, yeah, I have no problem. There's a lot of causes that I want to give to. So, again, as I mention a lot, my heart is for St. Jude Children's Hospital. I have a strong, huge heart towards children and healing them. They are much easier to work with when it comes to healing than adults are. I was going to say than humans are. Isn't that funny? So, yeah, isn't that funny? Huh. Yeah. So up to a certain age, you're not fully humanized yet. Up to a certain age. We need to try to grab the kids before they get to the full humanizing stage. You know what I mean? We need to show them how to open up their third eye chakra and how to manifest healing, see themselves healed so they can live in the healing before the healing arrives. Because you are as you attract, or you attract as you are, however you want to say it. Okay? So I also have a huge heart for animals. Okay? And so one of those things is to have land, acreage, right? And have some animals. I'm not looking at having some type of, at least not today, some full-fledged farm and all of that. I don't have I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Because I have other things going on too, like, yeah, there are other things that I want to do and all that sort of thing. So my reliability and the things that are in my heart to do and all that, I'm open to all of that. If opportunities present themselves today or ever, and there are opportunities that my intuition tells me that I should move forward with, then I'm more than happy to do so. Okay? Everything. I don't care who tells you. I don't care if your minister stands up and tells you, I had this happen. I had this happen. I was at Fort Huachuca in Arizona. I was in military intelligence school, and I was seeing someone. You've heard me mention her name. We dated for probably a year or so, maybe a little longer. Her name's Marsha. Okay, you heard me mention her name. She passed in 2020. Unfortunately, due to several complications, including complications from dealing with dialysis and fistulas and heart stents, and she had all kinds of issues because she refused to take care of herself as a diabetic, which I didn't know until we were like, I don't know, maybe almost a year into the relationship. I didn't even know she was a diabetic. So anyway, so what was it? So I went to a service at Fort Huachuca when I was in military intelligence school. And when you're not military intelligence school, when you are in military school in general, whether it's basic training or AIT or whatever it is, at least for the Army, there is zero to do on the weekends. Especially if you are not a new cadet. So you live off post, you have your free time, right? But you're in school. That's how it was there for me, because I was at 7 years already by the time I went to military intelligence school. So I was definitely not a newbie. I was a non-commissioned officer, and so I got to live off post and all that sort of thing, right? So, but I went to this church a couple of times. Actually, a couple of us did from the platoon that we were in, or from the company that we were in military intelligence school. I went one time, and there was a minister. I will never forget this. I can't believe I'm thinking about this now. This minister, there was a woman, a young lady, and again, there was a couple of us that would go to church together there, right? And Marsha would fly over to visit me as well. She would do that regularly. I don't want to say all the time. I was only there for 4 months. But she would do that regularly, fly back and forth. And then at one point, she quit her job and moved to Arizona. And so she was here with me, or there with me for probably the last month of school, maybe the last 3 weeks or so of school, right? And that was in 2003. So I remember this minister pointing out to us, me and this lady, I don't even know her, I don't remember her name. Again, she was a soldier, and she was fresh in the military. If I believe correctly, she might have been like an E3 or something like that, right? I don't remember her name or anything. But if I saw her face, I would recognize her because I never forget a face. I wouldn't remember her name for anything, because I forget names like 5 minutes later. But she was sitting next to me, and the minister says something about, I don't remember his exact words, but it was something about us being married. 21:21 on the clock when I looked over at the timer. So he says something about, are you two together or something? And we're like, and we said no. And he's like, that's going to change. That's what he said. He said, that's going to change. That's what he said. And we looked at each other like, okay. Again, I was already seeing someone, and I believe she was engaged. Nothing ever happened between us. We're going to church, right? So where he was getting his word from, I don't know. Perhaps he was speaking to our individual situations. She was not going to be single anymore or free anymore, and neither was I. Not together, but neither one of us were going, I mean, on our own individual blessed paths. Okay? So you need intuition and discernment to decipher that. Okay? Because back then, both of us just looked at each other like, okay, whatever that is, right? Nothing about it. Thought nothing more about it, right? Again, I don't know her today, and she doesn't know me or whatever else. So you have to use discernment when you're listening to these ministers and these people who are coming to you telling you they got a word from the Lord, and you better have your own intuition, and you better hear from the Lord. All right. So I think that's our third number, right? Let's go ahead and pick out a song for today. Let's see. Again, I hope your Sunday's going well. Hope you're doing good. I hope life is moving forward for you. And so let's go ahead and get our song. I do not own the rights to the lyrics or instrumentals of this song that we are about to hear. Okay? All right, so that's Fantastic Voyage by Lakeside. All right, I love some funk music, and so thank you so much as always for tuning in. My name is Nehru. You've been tuned into The Encourager, and as always, be encouraged.